Hi, I'm Scott Magry,
And I'm Lauren Smith.
and you're watching Lead News Network.
Yesterday, the Feats of Strength took place. Nations competed fiercely in grueling competitions. Tanzania came out over 10 points ahead of the runner-up Oman, with Kiribati close behind. Lead reporters Alex Johnson and Gabe Williams were able to get comments from the nations during the competition.
Leave it, disconnect. 2, 1, hands up, puzzle.
What is your favorite challenge so far?
The water one.
How did you guys do?
We lost, but it's still great.
How are you liking the feats of strength?
The feats of strength are amazing. I'm enjoying myself immensely.
Lock up. All right, that is moving fast. Do better.
How are you liking the feats of strength?
It's very fun and a challenge for sure.
What has been your favorite challenge so far?
I think so far I liked Hungry Hippos. It was kind of weird, but it was really fun. Yeah, it's been
Can you go all the way through the square of the driver? I think we're doing pretty good. I mean, we had some setbacks at the start, but we're getting the hang of this! Woo!
Chaos, a bit more chaos, and then on the side, just a little helping of strategy.
What is your favorite challenge so far?
Probably tic-tac-toe. And how do you think your team is performing? We're like the best.
We are doing really well, and we're really proud of how we're working together and getting our team victory.
Our puzzle was awesome.
We're smart and athletic. We almost finished it.
All right, we're here with Lead News Network. This is one of the teams. What team are you for?
Trinidad.
Trinidad? All right. Well, how's your team spirit going so far?
So far it's great. We think we've placed really well in a couple of
I said we haven't lost the tic-tac-toe yet. Not at all. We got it. Not at all. One time we won in just one round of people. 4 people up there and we win. It was amazing.
What team are you on?
Tanzania!
Can you a statement on how you think the feats of strength are going? What? Can you give me a statement on how you think the feats of strength are going so far for your team? I'm not answering that. It's going pretty bad.
I think we did pretty well in the first one and so close to the second one. We have an incredible team, absolutely incredible, and applaud all them. And I'm very excited for the next 2 ones. I think we're going to be very solid.
That sounds good. And do you think your team is going to be able to pull out in the next 2?
No doubt. Absolutely not.
All right. Do you have any final words for your opponents?
Galapagos for the W. I'm sorry, I am.
Come on. All right. How is your team feeling right now?
Pretty good. Pretty blue in the face.
Yeah. That was on the first round. We did the sheet one.
Okay. And okay. So how you guys doing good? You feel good?
Yeah, we feel good.
Everybody ready?
Aiden.
No, you gotta lock your feet. A lot better. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Lemons that this world can give us, and we're ready to dominate the games today. Bannon, give us lemons, triumph we won't trade. We'll drink our winning Bannonade and walk our victory parade. Yay! Georgia, we make tea. Georgia is your cup of tea. Yes! Oh man, who's gonna win? Won't be you, won't be you.
Feats of strength are awesome. Overall, it was a fun day with no reported injuries, and everyone finished the day with their throats intact. Thank you to all the staff who helped organize and oversee the feats of strength.
Yesterday, Representative Moffitt led caucuses in the discussion of the Healthy Michigan Initiative, also known as Moffitt Care. Lauren had the chance to catch up with some of the locals and the representatives after the meeting concluded.
I'm excited to get my steps in and do my workouts and everything that needs to be done. I am in approval.
Awesome. How do you think you can make your life even better from this bill?
I think just the motivation of pushing through and losing weight, and then especially influencing those around me, will really just get it there.
It's so sad to see all those people that are so, they have nothing to do with their lives and sitting around. I think this will be such good motivation.
Can you tell me your thoughts?
Honestly, obesity is a huge problem in Michigan right now. This bill will solve so many health issues. I am fully committed to voting yes for this bill.
I thought they left out a few points. Like, one thing I was wondering is, what if someone were to intentionally handicap themselves to make themselves exempt from this rule? I'm wondering if that could have any impact on whether or not this bill would be effective.
How likely do you think that would be to happen?
I'm not entirely sure. Some people are desperate enough to get out of work, and that's also something I'm wondering, what about, work-induced asthma? Could that also have an effect? Would that qualify them or not as being physically fit? That, and it seems very much like a dictatorship, which Mr. Moffitt has claimed to be sometimes benevolent dictators.
What would you change in the bill?
I would change it so it is no longer a requirement. It could become a sort of a rewards program for working a certain area. I don't know how effective that would be, considering some people could have objections to taxpayer dollars going to this project.
What would you say to Representative Moffitt after hearing his presentation today?
I would say that the bill would require some more work, and like some of the other representatives said, it is in desperate need of some amendments.
Great, thank you for your opinion. Can you tell us your thoughts on what went on today?
I thought it was great. I am all for this bill. I wear a Fitbit myself, and let's see how many steps I have today. I have 5,056 steps, so I have another 5,000 to go for my day to be complete. I never feel like my day is complete unless I have at least 10,000 steps. I like 20,000. That's my top day.
Were you into exercising prior to hearing about this bill?
Oh, of course. I've been into exercising ever since probably 7th grade, and it has made the world of difference for my life, and it can for yours too.
What would you say to someone who opposes this bill?
Wake up and smell the coffee. It's time to get off the couch, get off your seat, and get moving.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
In a recent poll of 64 lead participants, 41% supported Moffitt's bill, while 59% opposed it. We will continue to watch and see how this bill plays out. And now, a look at your weather forecast.
Thank you. For tomorrow's forecast, we have a high of 85 and a low of 67. It's going to be a little bit cloudy, but pretty good day. Moving on now to Friday, we have a high of 83 and a low of 65. There's going to be some scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, but that should be about it.
Today at the Capitol, representatives and senators met their opposing caucuses face-to-face for the first time. Lobbyists came to show their support and their opposition of these bills.
$41. And then myelin EpiPens, they range from $150 to $300.
If you were to go outside on the 4th floor here and look out, and if I could hold her by the ankles, one of you could hold her by the ankles, and if you were to drop her straight down on the concrete, and she would have to keep her arms at her side so we got the appropriate acceleration. And if you would drop her smack down on the concrete, that would be about 22 miles per hour. So the question is, if I were to hold her by the ankles and drop her on the sidewalk, would she let me do that? And I would offer, Madam Chairman, you will know if you would like to wear the helmet as soon as I do wear a helmet.
Do we have any members interested in wearing a helmet?
And pull down the face mask. Madam Chair, would you feel comfortable driving your car wearing this helmet?
How do you think your press conference went today?
I thought it went really well. It was really interesting to hear the other side and the arguments that they had prepared against us, and it gave us a better idea of what to prepare for and just their style of presentation.
There were some hard questions, but I think we answered them really well, and I think we have a really good chance of winning.
We did okay, especially for a first time. We were all a little flustered and nervous at different points during the press conference, but I think we managed to recover pretty well, and I would say that everyone spoke eloquently, and we did decently for our first time, for sure.
And then our questions afterwards, most of them were things that we researched on our own and didn't necessarily include in the speech. It was kind of a relief for each of us to know most of the answers.
And what do you think were your biggest points today?
Bringing justice to the wrongly imprisoned victims.
Our biggest points were probably compensation that the prisoners received will help them get back into society, and that unlike parolees, they don't receive that. So the compensation will actually help them get back into society.
All right, thank you very much.
All bills passed through committees and will be debated at the Capitol building on Friday.
Yesterday evening, I had the opportunity to talk with both the prosecution and the defense attorneys for the Miller trial to get their thoughts on the case. Hello, I'm here with Joshua Dare from the defense on the trial of Mr. Miller. Mr. Dare, can you tell us anything about the trial that is upcoming here?
Brad Miller came out to find his dad being approached by 5 men and Joe Jones. Now, Joe Jones ran at Brad Miller and his dad, so Brad Miller acted in defense for his family, which was indoors, and for his dad, and he shot JoJo, the assailant. But the first shot did not take down JoJo's, so instead Joe Jones kept on coming with a metal bar in his hand, and he shot, and Brad Miller only shot him 2 feet away, thus stopping Joe Jones from killing his dad.
The upcoming Miller trial is one of a man, Brad Miller, who killed an innocent victim, Joe Jones, who happened to have a slight disagreement with him a few nights earlier. This is terrible because, one, Brad Miller showed no restraint and he showed a reckless indifference towards human life. 2, he took away a man from civilization who was trying to reconcile with him peacefully over a petty argument. And 3, it is just plain wrong. He deserves to be guilty because what he did was murder.
With the pretrial complete, things are all set for the Miller trial to begin on Thursday evening. I hope those attorneys get their sleep.
How do attorneys sleep?
Well, first they lie on one side, and then they lie on the other.
I had the chance to sit down with a group of appellate attorneys and hear about the case they were working on.
So, first question, who's involved in this case right now and what's happening with it?
So the 2 parties involved in this case are Ferguson School District Board and a group of parents who are suing the board. The story behind it is that the school wanted to introduce a book that had creationist ideas, intelligent design ideas to the biology curriculum, and the parents did not like this because they wanted the children not to give a person's religion, and that is the case.
Great, so how are you guys preparing for this day in court?
Well, we're looking at all the information from both sides and really trying to find the weak points in the other person's argument and then the strong points in our own and try to make a very good balance.
Even though you haven't gotten too far into the case, how are you feeling with preparation for it?
Well, at the beginning of the week, I was confused, but now everything, since we started really digging into the case, is starting to make more sense.
That's really great. What's something that you would like the public to know about the case?
That the case is not a violation of the establishment.
Basically, it's Amendment 1 of the Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion. This is what the case is basically on. Then there's another third in the 14th.
However, coming from the other perspective, it is my duty, this is my job, to let the public know that there has been a violation and that our liberties are in jeopardy if this goes uncorrected.
Great. Well, thank you guys for your time and good luck preparing the rest of the week for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will hear more about this case as it develops.
That's all for tonight. I'm Scott Magry.
And I'm Lauren Smith. Thanks for tuning in.
This has been Lead News at 8.
Thank you.